how are you? Today I will be filming the Dear Me tag. This is a brilliant idea for a tag. It's what your wise older self would say to your younger self so that you wouldn't have stressed out so much or cared so much or just anything that you wish you could tell your younger self. Oh, the years. So I'm gonna sit here with you and snuggle up with my Cadbury chocolate eggs, my favorite. Have you tried these? Not the cream eggs, even though those are delicious. These little guys here are where it's at. Grab a snack too, and we'll do this together. Middle school sucks. I mean, it's really important to formulate who you are as a person, but I just feel like all the kids don't even know who they are yet, and there's so much pressure to conform and be liked, and so a lot of kids just end up being mean and treating you really mean when that's not even their personality. So it's really hard to find yourself in a crowd of like conformity and just wanting to be liked. I had a rough middle school experience. There's a lot of things that were great. Soccer team was great, cheerleading was great, theater was great. But there was some social stuff, like jealousy is a big issue with younger girls. It was just hard, and feeling brave and strong in that environment was really difficult. The first thing that I want to tell my younger self is, Laura, you'll love again. That one guy that treated you like shit in high school, that you felt like you were going to marry, that you were going to die if, you know, you lost them. Even though they treated you like crap, you're gonna love again. Find your own life. Your opinion matters. If you can't tell, I had a really terrible high school experience with a relationship where I was really manipulated, and at the end of every day, it was whatever he wanted, whatever he liked. I would die if I lost him. There was one point where my parents said that he's not allowed in our house anymore because he's a terrible human being and you are a doormat with him. And I was like, you don't even know, Mom and Dad. Like, you don't even get it. And they do get it. Would you ever stay with somebody who didn't value your opinion, who didn't want you to feel great, who treated you terribly, who manipulated you? You shouldn't be with that person. People will come along later in life that will respect you and love you, truly love you. So the first thing I would tell myself is, you'll love again, and ditch the asshole. The next thing I would tell myself was, haters gon' hate. Haters gon' hate. It's not just you. These are a specific group of people who love to hate on others because they're really jealous. They're gonna talk shit on you. They're gonna make you feel like crap. They're going to, you know, minimize the things that you do in your life and make them feel insignificant. Don't let these people affect you in the way that they do. If I had known in middle school, haters gon' hate, like a year later, that none of this would amount to anything, I feel like I would have been so much happier. I had a really, really dark period. There was a period where I ate my lunch in the guidance counselor's office because I didn't want to go to my lunchroom because there were too many girls that would talk about me and make me feel bad. And what up? So yeah, haters gonna hate. Don't let them bother you. You do you. As cheesy as that sounds, do you. Don't let these other girls affect who you are inside because they're jealous. Don't do it. I'm getting depressed. I need more chocolate. The next thing I would tell my younger self is, you'll figure it out. You'll figure out your career path. You'll figure out who your friends are. You'll figure out your personality and who you truly are. You'll figure it out. You don't have to stress out that you need to have your whole life planned within like a year period. Even though I had a great time in high school, junior and senior year are really scary. They make it seem like you need to figure out your life plan in like 1 year. And then you have to work towards that the rest of your high school career and go to that college so that you can become what you're gonna be because you need to figure out what you're gonna be in 1 year. I wish I had known, take a chill pill, find a college that is right for you, which I did, thank God. I had a terrible guidance counselor. It was just like me and my parents looking at schools together with no guidance. So I wish I had said, chill out. You're gonna find a school that works for you. You're gonna meet a ton of people that you really like, and it'll work out. It'll figure itself out. I wish I had known that my parents know everything, because they do. You know when you're a teen and you're like, shut up, mom and dad, like you don't know. They do know. Their advice is because they went through it, because they felt those feelings, because they stressed like you did, because they went through that relationship. I wish I had listened more to my parents' advice. Like I said before about my relationship with that horrible guy in high school, where they said he's not allowed in our house anymore, you're not a good person when you're with him. I pretty much said to them, you don't know what you're talking about. He loves me. I don't know who you are to tell me who I can love. That's like a classic line. You don't know. I know that it's important to make your own decisions because you will ultimately learn and be who you are today because of those choices, whether they be the wrong choice or the right choice. But I think my life would have been a little bit more chill. My growing up experience would have been a little bit more lax, understanding, enjoyable if I had listened to my parents a little bit more. The majority of what my parents say, advice-wise, about getting older, I listen to now. If they give me money advice or if they give me career advice, I'm gonna listen to them because they're older than me and they're wiser than me and I respect them and I should take their advice, and I'm glad that I do when I do take their advice. And the last thing I wish I could have told my younger self was just to try and be yourself. It's so hard when you're growing up. I know that it's so hard. And the most important thing to do really is to trust your gut and be who you are. It's so easy to say that now. It's so easy to say that not being in middle school or high school now. I just wish, that would be one thing that I wish I could take back. And on top of that, I wish I would have stood up for myself a little bit more. When I was going through some tough stuff, I took the advice from my parents, which was smart at the time, of keep moving. If you hear things being said about you in the halls, or if you feel, you're in a really dark place, just keep moving. Ignore them. Just ignore it. If you don't ignore it, they're just gonna feed off of what you say. That's ultimately what they want to do, is get a rise out of you and then make that into a bigger deal. But there's a big part of me that wishes that I had stood up for myself. I don't even know what that would have entailed, but I probably could have kicked some serious ass. Just kidding, I couldn't at all. Maybe I could have, said, listen up. I'm talking now, I've had it, and you can keep saying whatever you're gonna say to me, but I'm gonna ignore you because I'm bigger than you, and I'm stronger than you think that I am. I wish this kind of technology was around when I was younger. The internet, this is gonna age me. The internet was just coming about, and I had to wait to log on to AOL. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up because the bells of the church down the street are telling me it's time to wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening to the Dear Me tag. I love watching all the other YouTubers do this video. It's so enlightening. I love hearing about everybody's experiences when they were younger and the advice that they would have given themselves. I hope it helps in any way. Thumbs up if you like this video. I would love to hear your experiences when you were younger down below. It makes everybody stronger, I think. Subscribe to my channel by clicking this button around here. They moved it, by the way. It used to be up here, and now it's down here. But anyway, click the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. I don't want a bangle to come like all the way down here, or I find that it like falls like mid-hand. I'm doing a lot of this.